The UK black market is booming. We're being sold everything from fake branded goods
Got Armani, Versace,
to illegal copies of Xanax pills.
So what we have here is 42,000 Xanax.
Some sell on the street.
And is there any age limit you'd sort of stop selling to?
I feel like a bit too or something, I'm not going to see them.
Yeah.
But business is really big on social media.
Do not mention drug names, lab names, or the website in the fucking bank transfers.
Britain is flooded with fake stuff.
Stella McCartney's. It's like a shoe cemetery.
And lots of it is made in illegal underground factories.
We've never been able to produce enough for the demand.
Right here in the UK. I've spent my career going deep into the heart of the criminal world. Now I'm investigating the black market, where fake clothes and pills are big money makers for organised criminals. It has always existed if you know where to look, but it's changing fast. This is Bovingdon Market, 30 miles from London. It runs every Saturday with hundreds of stalls. Traders will not talk openly, so I go in wearing hidden cameras. Fake gear is being sold here with a sign at the entrance telling visitors to report it.
Got Armani, Versace. Where do they come from?
From Poland.
Poland.
Stolen from Poland. Stolen from Poland.
How much is this for? 60, that's quite a lot.
This one, if you go to the shop, it's very like 70. So that's why people come to the market
Yeah. Where did it all come from?
for the stuff.
Yeah.
But it's different grades.
Yeah.
Turkey, China.
I really. Oh, you bring it yourself? Yeah, thank you.
It's alright then. Thank you.
The market owner told us they are not aware of any recent or current incidents of fake goods being sold. But the black market has moved on. Places like Bovingdon are being left behind as customers turn to social media to buy their fake gear. But who is running these online sites? I do a bit of digging. Someone called Harry gets back to me. Harry claims he imports boutique gear from China to then sell on.
This could be him. The van's just pulled up. He's not picked up his phone, but he cut it off as soon as he come round this corner, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be the guy. Oh. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about what do you do?
I hustle, so I buy and sell a lot of stock. Usually sell a lot of designer garms and stuff like that.
I take a closer look at a Gucci belt.
I'm not so sure about the buckle on this one. What do you think of it?
I think the belt's good, top quality, but the buckle they didn't so much think about when they made it. But it's good quality, but there is better out there.
Yeah, because this part seems nice, but
Yeah.
the buckle seems a bit
Yeah,
shonky.
yeah.
Harry's is £35, over £200 less than the real thing. He sells direct to customers using invite-only WhatsApp groups he sets up and controls.
So they get to see, what I've got in stock, from different angles, see what they're like.
People contact him via Instagram. He sends an invite back and they're in.
What are the kind of comments you're getting here? What
So saying, one person saying, can I grab one tomorrow? One's querying about PayPal, bank transfers. Or one's asking me what sizes I've got. And one's saying he'll choose, he'll come and meet me and choose through the lot. It's like the drug game. If someone wants drugs, it's usually at random times. And if you don't have it at that time, they go to someone else. And that's when you lose a customer.
Where are these photos taken?
These are taken in one of the storage yards, one of the boxes.
Can I come to one of your storage yards?
Yeah, I can take you to one of them. We're outside one of them now.
But can we look inside?
No, I can't take you inside, unfortunately, because I don't want to, I've shown you enough.
Harry agrees for me to take the Gucci belt for further examination.
Oh no, it's fallen off. It's it's fallen off. A bit's dropped off already. Product test number 1, it's failed. Massively.
Fake gear is not just being shipped in, it's made here too. Suppliers get round customs by legally importing unbranded clothes and the labels separately. They then sew on the labels in back alley sweatshops ready to be sold. My sources have told me about sweatshops in Cheetham Hill, Manchester, known as counterfeit capital of the UK. It's well known to authorities, who raided last year seizing £2.5 million worth of fake gear and 5,000 prescription pills. Some traders made a run for it, recorded by a passerby. The factories operate at night, so I drive there one evening.
The lights caught the shoes. It's like a shoe cemetery over here. There's loads of single, brand new, counterfeit shoes. So you've got a pair of Air Max, kid size. Oh no, you've got Stella McCartney's. Still with the sticker over the metal bit there. Pair of Vans. They haven't even got the laces in yet. Pair of 97s. Pair of Nike Air Max 90s, Huaraches. Got a nice pair of counterfeit Timberland. So it looks to me like someone's ditched a box in a bit of a rush.
I go back wearing undercover cameras, posing as a customer.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Behind every shutter is hidden shop after hidden shop flogging fake goods.
Oh, it's like designer heaven. Thank you.
I chat to the traders, but they won't talk about the factories. Just before we leave, I get a call.
Hello, mate. It's Livy. How are you?
Yeah, man, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm not bad, thank you. You up for meeting up?
No, when I finish the ring,
All right then. Bye.
Ben has worked in Cheetham Hill's black market for 3 years. Other traders won't be happy he's talking, so he's taking a big risk.
Hello. Have you ever been raided?
Even the friend of ours got raided and everybody got raided.
What happens when you get raided?
When they check the stock in and they make a shop empty and break the counters and everything, then the big suppliers, they bring the stuff and people put it back in and just back on business.
How long does that take from being raided to being back in business?
1 week.
A week? Do you ever work in factory, like putting things together anymore?
Well, they,
Like putting the labels on and stuff like that? Do you ever do that?
I don't do it, but people, they do it. They're big factories and
Yeah.
yeah, it's like warehouses. If you go in like you're working in, some people, they go in and they put the shutter down so you think it's closed, but the inside is everything going on.
And so you shut in there from the time that shutter goes down until it goes up again?
Yeah.
And how long could that be?
Could be 8 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour, 10 hours, anything.
We talked about fashion, high fashion items. But what about things like pharmaceuticals?
Like clothes and stuff. Yeah, you get clothes and stuff as well.
Have you ever sold those and stuff?
No, I don't sell them, but people like that get some.
And you don't like that? You don't approve?
No, because it affects our business.
And can it be pretty dangerous as well in terms of if I think I'm taking one kind of drug and it's not that exact drug?
Obviously, it could be dangerous because these are people don't know if it's original or fake or anything. If you take him and eat him, anything could die, anything, we don't know.
He told me about this world that we can't see, this world of counterfeit that exists below society's surface. And he said tomorrow, and he said off camera, that, because I said, look, I need to see it to believe it. And he said tomorrow he might be able to get me in, so we'll see.
But when I arrive, the area is in lockdown. We will draw too much attention filming openly, so use our mobiles instead. We can't find Ben, and don't hear from him again. Britain's hot new drug of choice is Xanax, a nerve medicine used to treat anxiety and panic disorders. It is only available legally on private prescription, but access is limited. But you can get it illegally on the black market. The catch is it's probably fake. It could be made of anything and dangerous to take. Just like with clothes, it takes me only minutes to find websites openly selling fake Xanax.
Okay, so this is, I think, proof that what's happening here isn't a legit website selling a legal product, because if you look at their terms and conditions, it says, do not mention drug names, lab names, or the website in the fucking bank transfers. How many times do I need to say it? You will lose your money if you do. So there's obviously, that's when the two worlds collide.
Xanax is already a big part of mainstream music culture. US musician Famous Dex repeatedly raps about taking Xanax in this video, flaunting a party lifestyle that clearly gives the impression it is good to take. But Xanax could be lethal, especially if it's fake, as street dealers have started cashing in on the trend. A contact puts me in touch with Sarah, who sells counterfeit Xanax pills.
Hold on. 5 minutes. No, 5.
Customer.
Yeah.
Can I see some of your product? Can I ask what that was on the top there?
Just a bit of heroin.
Oh, a bit of heroin. That's a large lump of heroin.
So a wee bit, and a bit of weed.
Uh-huh. So these are Xanax?
Mm-hmm.
I thought they came like little bars.
You get bars, you get oval ones, you get green ones, you get a big variety.
Will they be gone tonight?
They'll be gone when we're finished.
Oh, seriously? So you're going to go do a deal like straight away?
Yeah.
So what kind of age range are buying the Xanax?
Young.
Like what sort of ages?
Say about 14.
14?
Sometimes it's hard to judge a kid's age, though, so it could be younger.
But I always think, yeah, younger. Looking at a teenager, they tend to be younger than how they look. 14-year-olds?
Young?
And you don't feel anything about selling to a 14-year-old?
No, because I'm going to go with somebody else and buy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If they look about 10 or something, I'm not going to sell them.
Yeah. Yeah. That was surprising. I mean, I know that dealers sell to kids often and kids buy drugs, but I've never had one actually say to me, yeah, I'm fine selling drugs to 14-year-olds, and I'd draw the line at like 10. which I am really shocked by that, actually. I've never had someone just admit it to me like that.
The dealers don't know what's in their product, but when they take it themselves, they start thinking about the risk. I've heard of one dealer who has a unique approach to solving this problem. He agrees to talk if he can be anonymous. So, I mean, how often do you take them?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day, like in the evening time normally. It comes out 7, 8 o'clock. Probably take 2 juices and then bust a drink and some weed. And I'm in sleep. I'm probably sleeping before like 11 o'clock. If I don't take them, I won't sleep until like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
And you trust your sources?
Yeah, but obviously, other links, if I was to get off another Donny, I'd have to give it to somebody else first for them to test it before I take it, because someone said, there's people out there that are willing to do it for free.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to pay for it. So.
Oh, what, so they'll test drugs for free?
Yeah,
so literally street guinea pigs?
Yeah, just give it to them. They want to say, you want to do a test on it. So you give it a test on, they come running back for more.
That's bad, though, no?
That's really, you can think about it.
Yeah. Where do you think that's actually come from?
Probably an underground lab or something, or someone from Europe somewhere is making it. I'm not too sure where.
Do you think?
If I knew that, I'd be cutting out my top man anyway, really. But yeah, I don't know exactly where they're coming. They are coming from some underground lab, European. I don't know exactly where my man gets them from. They're just shipped in. That's it. That's all I really can tell you. He puts an order in. They come from wherever they come from. They're made. They look official. They're all in boxes. So it's not even like you're buying something. It's just clean cold tablets that come in the boxes with the name brand on it, what it is. So it just, like I said, it just looks like paracetamol tablets, you know? But they are definitely coming from somewhere. That's obviously not legit.
Sure.
So who is actually making these products? I contact site owners openly selling them, but they seem to be buying products in bulk, repackaging, and then shipping them on. Until I speak to Phil, who says he makes Xanax and other products from scratch in his own lab after learning exactly how to do it on YouTube. I ask for proof and get this back.
So what we have here is 42,000 Xanax. This lot here, a street value of about £105,000. And this took me 3 hours to make.
I want to see it for myself and ask to meet. Phil agrees, but on his terms.
So this guy is supposedly a pharmaceutical manufacturer has given me a random location and a time, and we've come here now. There's a lad stood just over there, which I think it might be him, but he ain't coming over. So see if I can flash my lights at him and see what happens, basically. Shit, yeah, no, he is coming. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, thank you. First of all, could both of you turn your phones off, please?
Phones off?
Yeah.
He's worried that our phone's GPS will record his location.
What do you actually do? What's your business?
I'm a manufacturer of steroids and other pharmaceutical drugs.
Okay, so pharmaceuticals?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, on the black market.
And when you say you manufacture them, are you putting them together? You actually...
I import the raw ingredients and chemicals needed, and then I press the tablets with tablet press machines, and I cook steroid oils, and turn tap powders into a finished product.
Phil directs me to his lab.
Is it far from here?
No, not far.
And how long have you had this place?
I move locations fairly regularly. I've been here about 2 months, and I'm due to move again shortly.
Okay, and is that to avoid detection, or?
Yeah, just to stay light, and if you move from location to location, you're less likely to eventually get rumbled or busted, I suppose. So.
We arrive 20 minutes later, in the middle of nowhere. His setup is beyond what I expected. The room is bare except for a few tables covered with equipment bought from China. And a cement mixer. Phil's put on a suit and mask to conceal any identifying features.
And how many underground labs do you think exist in the UK?
Oh, it's impossible to say.
Really?
Little ones, there's tons of little ones that no one's really ever heard of. They've got their own little group of customers, and word doesn't really spread much about them. But you know, the top ones, the big guys that sort of have a hold on the market. There's sort of about five of us that sort of have the market on lockdown.
What makes a good lab?
Good products, good reliable products. You know, but most of the top labs in the top five, we've been going for quite a few years, and you know, we're all conscious of our products and want to put out a good product to everyone, and it shows in the reviews online. And you know, we've all got our own brands, and you know, the reviews speak for themselves, really.
We start with steroids.
You know, I've had plenty of packages stopped from customers to addresses, and a lot of the time you just receive a letter saying it's been seized. They don't really follow it up.
Really?
Sometimes they do, but majority of the time they don't.
That's pretty bad though, isn't it? You'd think...
Well, there's so much coming into the country across all black market trades and all drug trades. You know, they can't chase up everything and everyone, can they? So I'll stick that on now. Now we wait for that to cook. Dissolve.
And while we're waiting for that to cook, how did you learn to do all of this?
A bit of trial and error, lots and lots of reading and research, and I was lucky enough to know another lab owner who sort of passed down a lot of information to me, and always trying to learn new techniques, new recipes and stuff, and always improving, always buying better equipment.
Phil's operation is illegal, but it's not against the law for people to have steroids for personal use.
There's huge demand, and it's ever growing. I've been doing this for many years, and I've never been at a point where I can produce and supply enough to meet the demand for my product.
That's incredible. That's shocking.
I'm always having to turn away resellers that want to stock my lab. I'm always turning away customers. It's always been the case. I've never been able to produce enough for the demand.
Do you ever feel any concern or guilt about what you do?
No, absolutely not. Everyone's got their own responsibilities to look after their own health, and they know that they're buying products that are made in an environment such as this, and they're taking that risk. They're paying the money. I'm not forcing anyone to take steroids. If they want to take steroids, then supply and demand. I'll make it, and I'll do it as best as I can, and I'll give a good service and provide a good product, and you know, the rest is on them.
He shows me the raw powder to make Xanax, also sent from China. Unlike the ingredients for steroids, it is illegal in China to produce. Phil tests the powder to make sure another drug, fentanyl, an opioid used as a pain medication, is not in it.
I mean, that could kill people if
absolutely,
in their Xanax.
Yep. Add a bit of water.
Phil checks for fentanyl by adding water to powder, then uses a widely available urine test kit. This batch comes back as negative and ready to use.
And I mean, Xanax is a big one that...
It's recently, unfortunately it is, but so is alcohol, so is weed, so is ecstasy, so is cocaine, same as every other drug.
But this is one thing that wouldn't necessarily... This £250,000 worth might not be there if you didn't manufacture that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know. It's not a drug I like making. I don't particularly, I wouldn't personally take it myself. I don't think it's a great drug, and neither do the NHS because they don't prescribe it.
Do you care about your customers who take Xanax? Because you don't have any interaction with them, do you? Because it's all...
Well, I care about everyone as a general rule. You know, I don't want harm to come to anybody. But you know, I don't know who the people that are buying this. This is all sold online to, you know, they're not fitness people. The people that buy and take these, you know, they're into the recreational drug scene. I mean, they can do what they want to do.
Sounds like you're kind of washing your hands of...
I suppose, well, not in a sense. I mean, I still want to give them a good product. I still wouldn't do anything to harm them. I don't want any harm to come to anybody. Of course not.
He also makes counterfeit clenbuterol.
Okay, so we have our clen mix, and we'll just pull it into the hopper there.
Would you call it the hopper? Whoa, there's no...
Can I retake that?
No. What kind of rate are we talking here?
This makes between 4,000 and 5,000 per hour.
4,000 and 5,000 per hour?
Yeah.
So that's mass producing, isn't it?
I'd like them to go a lot faster.
Really?
Yeah.
How many orders are you getting?
Oh, I'd sell a lot of drugs. So, shall I tell you?
Yeah, whoa. Sure.
Clenbuterol is a Class C drug legally available on private prescription for people with breathing difficulties. But it can also burn fat quickly, so it's used illegally by people who want to lose weight.
You have to be very, very vigilant on your mixing, because if you don't mix it properly, you'll get blind spots in your mix. So some tablets will have no powder in, no Clenbuterol in, and other tablets can be severely overdosed. And Clen is quite dangerous.
That is scary, that.
Yeah, Clen.
So dangerous.
If you take too much Clen, you can have heart palpitations, you can run into all sorts of difficulties. So when making stuff that's dosed in micrograms, you have to be very, very careful with your mixing.
That is the first lab I've been in where it was kitted out with what I would think is sort of production and mass capabilities. Import the raw products from China and, you know, mix them, press them or cook them, and then you have a product that can be sold online. So he's given me a sample of, this is steroids basically, it's anabolic steroid. And he said, and he seemed quite keen actually for me to get it tested in terms of quality and what's actually in there. So I'm keen to get the results, but he seemed pretty confident that they'll be quite impressed by that.
I've also got fake Xanax and Clenbuterol samples from various places and taken them all to a licensed laboratory to get tested. The liquid steroid sample was found to be the most contaminated of them all, and the pills had variable amounts of the active ingredient in them. Consumers are clearly taking a risk using these products. So does it keep leading pill producers like Phil awake at night? Phil agrees to another meeting.
When it comes to my steroid business, I started doing that to give the market decent products, because at the time the products on the market were extremely poor, and so that's why I went to the steroid game. Obviously financial reasons as well, but yeah, Xanax is purely because the market's there and I'll make good money from it.
There are dangers with
Of course, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
no matter how good you go about your practice of it, which you pride yourself on. But what if something happened to one of the users of the product you've made?
I'd be extremely sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, I don't want any harm to come to anyone. But, you know, like I said before, it's personal responsibility. They're making the choice to do what they want. So, you know, it's their decision. I'm not in control of them.
What's the most important thing to you? Let me ask you that.
Living a good life and giving the people around me that I care about a good life. You know, that's what I do with my money, mostly. Helping people, I help homeless, I do a lot for charities. I'd like to do a lot more for the community, eventually.
It's really hard to get my head around that, because you say on the one hand, I mean, I know how much you care about your product from speaking to you and the pride you take in it. The fact that you do work for charity, you want to do more in the community. Wouldn't doing more work in the community perhaps start with stopping producing drugs en masse?
Yeah, probably, yeah. I mean, I'm not...
Because that's a big problem in the community.
Yeah, drugs are a problem, but they're always going to be there regardless of if I'm here or not. People are always going to use drugs. People have always used drugs since the beginning of time, and they always will. So, yeah. See you later.